tonight on Grilling with the Guru, we have cabbage casserole.
It's cabbage roll, casserole.
Cabbage roll, casserole.
Right.
We have pork blackberry sausage.
Where you got that?
We're going to tell you about that in a second, because Grilling with the Guru starts
right now.
Welcome to Grilling with the Guru, guys. Woo! I'm Kurt. That's Keith.
And let me tell y'all, cabbage roll casserole. And the reason I'm saying cabbage roll casserole instead of just cabbage casserole is because when I did this, okay, I got to tell you a quick story. A good customer on Mr. Percy, not Percy first name, Percy last name, lives right there in Maurice. Great guy, has his own personal garden. He gave me these turnips. They look like bowling balls. The head of cabbage you see right here before you, times 4.
Mercy.
I mean, it was the biggest head of cabbage I've ever seen. And we parboiled it, and we started ripping the leaves off. I was making like 2 rolls per leaf. Big
gross.
leaves. Yeah, gross. But then when I got down to the middle, we had all this meat concoction left, but we didn't have, all the leaves were casserole, you know what I mean? They didn't look good. So I just started ripping them apart, and we laid it in the pan, put the meat, put some more cabbage on top, poured the sauce and everything, covered it.
You made cabbage lasagna.
I made cabbage casserole, but I like to say cabbage roll casserole because it just sounds fun.
Okay, so cabbage rolls.
And thank you, Mr. Percy. We love you.
Cabbage rolls are a traditional Cajun dish.
Oh, yeah.
This goes back a long way. But it's time consuming, right? Because traditionally you ball the cabbage, you peel off the leaves, you make the mixture, you roll each one.
You gotta love working in the kitchen to make cabbage rolls.
And that's fine. We simply don't have that much time nowadays.
And let me tell you, the way we're gonna make it, it all tastes the same.
Oh yeah.
With a lot less effort, and it's just a beautiful dish that'll feed the whole family. And it's absolutely delicious. This is a recipe that my mother-in-law sent me. Not an ancient family recipe or nothing like that. It was in one of them Cajun cookbooks, and there's 2 versions of it, and we use version 1, not version 2. But version 1 calls for bacon.
Right.
And you said, Pabon, we're gonna do
tasso.
Some beautiful,
Locally
locally cured and smoked tasso. Yeah. And then we got the sauce, we got the cabbage, we got the butter, we got the yellow onion, we got to have some bell pepper, we got the white rice, and then we got the pork and ground meat.
Yep.
And we're going to mix all that into some love, guys. We're going to show you how to do it. It's real simple.
Hey, before we go on, I just want to say there's a couple people that live in Eagan, Louisiana, which is where I'm from.
Well, I was going to say that, yeah.
Miss Ruth and Dennis DuPont, parents of my friend Darren DuPont. They are faithful watchers.
Yeah?
So, hey, guys, I want to tell y'all hi. Thank y'all so much for watching. We appreciate it. This episode, like all episodes, is brought to you by Gilbert's Greatest Foods.
Louisiana love.
Louisiana love, baby. Spread the love.
Spread the love.
Speaking of that, I was at John East's supermarket in Sunset. Y'all all know John East's. It's a great supermarket, very clean. Mr. Dwayne runs a fantastic store. So I'm setting him up. He was gracious enough to put my seasoning on his shelf, and we were there. We were talking about this and that and the other. He said, and we got on the topic of the show, and he said, y'all ever ate some pork blackberry sausage? I said, I'm listening.
Gala.
I'm listening.
Blackberry, you heard me?
So I said, I haven't, but I want to. And so he said,
you ever heard of that before?
I never heard of it before. Now we know about, the steamed syrup and all that. Yeah. He's telling me it's good. I'm gonna take his word for it because we're gonna put it on the grill.
We're gonna grill it and we're gonna try it out. Now, one of the things that we meant to do one of the last shows,
and we didn't get to it.
We didn't get to it, but we're gonna do it tonight.
Yep.
It's who gave us that recipe?
You.
But my wife.
Your wife. This is Jen's famous grilled cheesy potatoes.
Cheese and potatoes. Real simple. We're gonna take a red potato like this. We're gonna wash it down real good. We're gonna cut into pretty thick, not too thick, about a 1/4 inch thick, long slices. Not this way. You want as long as you can so that when you put it on the cheese on it, you're not flipping it, moving it, it's falling down into the grill. So we're gonna cut it long ways. You oil it with a little olive oil. You're gonna grill it, soften up the potato a little bit, and we're gonna dress it up with some cheese on top. And let me tell you, one of the best appetizers you can serve to your guests. It's gonna be a huge hit.
I bet that the bottom kind of gets a little, mercy. So hey, all right, we done said a whole lot and we ain't done much. So listen, we're gonna take a little break. We're gonna start doing some prep work here. We gotta get the cabbage broken down. Keith has to eat more tasso.
Yeah.
So y'all don't go anywhere. Please come back.
Y'all gonna like this. Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Look the steam coming off. You smell that?
It smells like cabbage.
It smells like cabbage. Look guys, what we did is we cut the cabbage in half. We had a pot of boiling water and we dropped it in there and we kind of parboiled it, kind of scorched it, and then softened it up. You see the texture?
Just blanched it. We just blanched it up real
a little
good.
bit. Now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna work on this.
Yep.
And which is the 1 pound of ground pork, 1 pound of ground meat. We have a whole bell pepper.
A whole bell pepper and half a large onion.
Half of a large onion, and then we're gonna take 2 cups of rice.
Yep.
Now you can use long grain, short grain. You like the short grain?
Medium. Yeah, I like medium grain.
Okay.
Especially for something like this. It cooks a little faster and it gets sticky and it helps make a sauce.
Okay, well wait, the sauce goes on top.
Ah, this goes through.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just work this around. You
Okay.
got the seasoning. We got some Louisiana love in
Yeah,
there.
yeah, we add a little bit more. We'll put a little bit more for Santa Claus. There we go, like that. Yeah. Yep. And then we have our twist is when we're gonna chop up the cabbage and we're gonna lay it down in layers, and then we're gonna put the ground meat mixture and rice mixture, and then we're gonna continue like that.
Because the recipe called for bacon, but we decided to do something different because we always change it up a bit.
That's right. So we're gonna do tasso, but we're gonna put the tasso in the cabbage layer.
That's right.
And then it's gonna be good. Yeah.
It's going to be very good.
Listen.
Now, if you want to, you can actually put a layer of the cabbage whenever you get a chance, because this is just about ready to start putting on top of the cabbage.
Well, right now I'm gonna put some of this sausage on.
Oh,
the grill.
the blackberry!
The blackberry pork sausage from
Johnny's.
Johnny's in Sunset.
Can you imagine that? Who would have thought of that? Well, my dad, he had a blackberry orchard behind his house. He made his own blackberry wine. He'd like that.
I bet he
I
would.
can't wait to try that.
Me either. So I'm putting that down there now, and I'm gonna get the cabbage going.
Okay, guys, so you can see I'm just kind of working everything in, marrying everything together. I got the rice in here. It's raw rice, not cooked rice. And then we got the bell pepper, the onions, the pork, the beef, ground beef, onions, seasoning. Everything that we need is all there mixed up. And he's gonna put a layer of the blanched cabbage in there. Just
like
to cover the pot. You don't have to cover it all the way. You just want to get most of it. It's hot, saucy for sure.
That's hot a lot.
Because we're going to come back with some more on top.
Yep.
So now I'm going to come back with here, and I'm just going to kind of pat out a layer.
We gotta put a tasso.
Oh, the tasso. We got to put the tasso.
Tasso. And yeah, look, there you go. Pick that up right. It's like picking up a toupee.
Yeah. And we're just going to, pat it out. Don't have to be perfect, guys. Because when you go to scoop it out, it's going to be just right. Now you start off by putting a little bit of olive oil at the bottom.
Yeah.
So it doesn't stick.
And it's gonna also aid in browning. Cabbage has a lot of sugar in it.
Right.
You say, cabbage isn't sweet. It's not exactly that kind of sugar.
Right.
But it has a lot of sugar in it, and the sugar is gonna help us brown.
Right.
Because of the Maillard reaction.
The Maillard reaction.
That's right, the Maillard reaction.
Okay.
Bruh, this is gonna be, oh my Lord.
Saucy bon.
Oh yeah. So then we're gonna come
like
back.
my son says, saucy gone.
Sauce ain't gone. So then we're gonna come back cabbage. Try not to burn all of me. Comme ça, like that.
And then we're gonna add the sauce on top, and the sauce, and the butter, because it calls for a stick of melted butter, which we have melting up on top of the Cajun grill. And we're just gonna kind of drizzle a little bit of that around.
Man.
A little bit more for Santa Claus.
Man.
And then we're gonna add the,
Comme ça?
just pour it in. Now what I did, and the recipe doesn't call for it, is I added a little bit of extra liquid, which is water. So we're gonna put a little bit of water.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
We want that rice to cook through and through.
Yeah, we want to make sure we have enough moisture, and we will. But if you wouldn't add that water, that tomato sauce is going to end up reducing, and it's going to get real, real thick, probably a little pasty. We want a sauce. So this is what we're gonna
So it's
keep
about
that
2 cups of water.
about 2 cups of water.
Right.
Yeah,
Now
ooh,
we're
that's
gonna
gonna be
cover it with foil.
Foil, so it creates a cooker.
Where's the foil?
Where we put our foil?
Justin got the foil. He's off camera, ladies. Bring it right there.
Here he comes.
Look, the magic of television. Ask and you shall receive. Thank you, Justin.
Thank you, Justin.
And then we're just gonna take this. We're gonna tear off a big sheet now. Go ahead and get the wide heavy gauge foil,
Yeah,
because you can work it. You can roll it around. You're not gonna puncture
it
it.
doesn't tear.
You're gonna want to pump some little, I
Some
call them
breathers?
the little breather holes. And all I do, Kurt, for that is take a knife right there, and I do like a dice. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And this
Okay. And then we're gonna get the grill up to baking temperature, 350, 400, somewhere in there. And we're gonna put this on, and as long as it takes the rice to cook, it's gonna be done.
We're gonna forget about it for a little while.
Yeah. So now all we got left to do is the cheese potatoes.
The cheesy potatoes. That's
Yes,
right.
sir.
So we got a little time.
We got a little time.
Our
I'm
blackberries.
kind of breathing hard.
Man, that pot was heavy.
Come on,
Oh.
everything. We were just going too fast.
You need one of them belts that they have. One of them weight belts.
Dude, what you?
Huh?
I don't need that. Real men don't need that. That's why I got a bad back
That's
too.
why you creak in the
I
morning.
can barely walk.
All right.
Yeah.
So we got a little time for our.
We do.
And then our sausage is cooking. I can't wait to try that
Oh
sausage.
yeah, we all got to try that.
And so when y'all come back, we're going to continue with the process because it's cabbage casserole
And
we got
cheesy potatoes.
Cheesy potatoes.
Cheesy potatoes.
Come back and see us, guys.
Jen's cheesy potatoes.
Jen. Welcome back to the show, guys.
Please welcome back.
We cooking, baby.
Baby, look, what's that?
That we talked about this. This is from Johnny's in Sunset. This is some blackberry. We call unsmoked sausage green sausage, right?
Right.
So this is some blackberry green sausage, for
Fresh
lack of a better
sausage,
term.
yeah.
Now it's very juicy.
You can tell. You can see where the little blackberry, and it's a jam. It's not like blackberry that he mashes up. It's a jam.
It's a jam he uses.
Uh-huh.
There's green onions in it.
You can tell it's sweet. You can hit the
You
sweet.
can tell the sweet.
Overall,
I want you to try it though.
yeah.
And the only place to get it is at Johnny's. I guarantee you ain't had it
You
before.
know what I like to do with that?
What's
Put that in a black pot with some smothered onions and bell pepper and make a little gravy.
That's what Mr. Dwayne was telling
That's
me.
what he said?
I asked him, I said, do people just grill it? He said, they make a gravy with it. I was like, uh-oh.
We're going to do that too.
That sounds good.
Tell him to get some more.
So what you making?
Okay, we're doing the cheesy potato slices. So, like I was saying, guys, you don't want them too thick, you don't want them too thin. About a 1/4 inch to 3/8 of an inch thick. You want to cook through and through. So we're gonna basically just cut these long ways, and we're gonna oil them. We're
Right.
gonna put a little olive oil
Right.
on them, and then we're gonna put them on the grill. Before we put the cheese, we want to kind of pre-cook them a little bit,
Gotcha.
soften them up, and then we're gonna put them on one side. We're gonna flip them, and then after we flip them, then we're gonna come back with the cheese, and then we're gonna. By that time, they're gonna be ready to go.
Well, we're going to use this to oil them.
Yeah, just like that, guys. Now the casserole,
It's steaming away.
it is steaming away. It's looking really good on the grill
can we
over
put
there.
some seasoning on it?
Oh yeah, put your Louisiana love, bro.
Can we put-
It ain't right until you got the love.
You got to put the live on it. So we're just going to kind of turn this around all over. You want to kind of get the oil on all the sides. And with that, it's going to bring some of the seasoning.
Again, guys, this isn't like a main course. This is an appetizer, and I'm telling you, potatoes are cheap. You can grade you any kind of cheese you like.
So these are red potatoes. You told me to get the big red potatoes. That's what I
right.
got. Have you ever tried it with russet or
We have.
And it's just not as good.
Well, I mean, it's good. We just like the flavor and the texture of the red potatoes.
Right. Okay. So red potatoes are more waxy. They have a different kind of starch than the russet potatoes, which get you whenever you cook russet potatoes, you know that they get chalky, fluffy. You know, these don't. This is we call this potato salad potatoes.
Yeah, I mean they stay firm.
Yeah. So
We'll get some more oil,
a little bit more oil.
a little bit more seasoning.
Yep. So the reason why these perform better, they don't burn as fast, and they hold together better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And when I say put it on the grill, you can put it on a medium to hot fire, guys. If you got a Cajun grill, you want to lift it up, not all the way up all high, but you can leave it pretty high. Open up your dampers just a little bit. You want to get your temperature. By the way, we got the casserole about 400 degrees Fahrenheit, right?
Boy, I tell you what, you could bake a cake on that thing. It's right on.
It's right on it. So we're gonna do that, and you're gonna put it on the grill.
Yeah.
You're gonna leave it go for a couple of minutes. You're gonna flip it. And you have pretty low line. You're gonna leave it in
some grill marks.
Some grill marks on. And then after we flip it, we're gonna let that go 2 minutes. Then we're gonna come back and top with the cheese. And after that,
well, I tell you what,
pretty much done.
I'm gonna hold it. You put them on.
Okay. And we're gonna put them lengthways with the cooking grid again, so we don't let them fall through the grills, guys.
No, yeah, right.
Just gonna lay them on the grill. Comme ça, I hear a little sizzle.
That's what you want.
That's what you want.
You don't want them to go crazy.
No. And then we're gonna put them all on there like that. We're gonna put a few more back here, because we can. We got some more Johnny's sausage back there.
Yeah, yeah. He gave us 2 packs. I had to cook both of them. All right. So let's talk about our casserole again.
Talk about the casserole
for everybody who was there. All right. So we took a nice big head of cabbage.
Yeah, it was a pretty good size. It wasn't Mr. Percy's size.
No.
Mr. Percy gave me, I think that thing came from Mars or something. I don't know what he fed that thing.
But we took a nice big head of cabbage.
And if you're feeding, I mean, we could have probably done 2 heads of cabbage and have more. If you want more substance of cabbage to your rolls or to your casserole, you could have done that.
Right. But that's up to you. So you can do that. So we did the cabbage. Then we did ground meat, onions, bell pepper, seasoning. Mix that up. And then
a little bit of butter.
A little bit of
tomato
butter.
sauce.
And then we did tasso in the cabbage. Then the ground meat mixture with the raw rice.
Raw rice.
And
2
then,
cups.
And then cabbage and tasso, and then poured out tomato sauce all over.
And a little bit of water on top. About 2 cups of water just to kind of keep it until the rice finished cooking.
So it's coming along.
We covered it.
And now,
I don't know if they could see it, I mean, but it's steaming.
Yeah, we have steam coming out, so that means we're doing good.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it makes a little gratin on the bottom. Boy, that's what I want.
You want some of that?
Yeah, boy. So listen, hey, little while left. When we come back, it's gonna be time to take a look and take a bite.
Take a bite. Got to eat.
So don't miss the big reveal. It's gonna be good, I guarantee.
You ain't gonna want to miss this, guys. Cabbage roll, casserole.
That's right,
I
man.
tell you what, it's looking good, man.
Well, it needs to be somewhere because there's
no food. There's no food.
Let's look at what we got.
Oh yeah, let's get it on, bro. So look.
Oh,
look at these cheesy potatoes.
Cheesy grilled potatoes.
Man, done to perfection.
Look at that.
They got a little crisp to it. We're just gonna put a few on the plate. We're gonna check out the casserole. Look at the steam dumping out of that.
Oh,
that rice is screaming. I can hear it.
It's got plenty of liquid.
Look at that, y'all. That's what you want.
That's beautiful.
That color on the bottom of the potatoes.
Man.
And I'm telling you, so simple, tasty, and great appetizers to serve to your guests for a football game or whatever.
All right. There you go.
3 more.
Deux.
Trois. Et trois.
Beautiful. All right.
Now
Bring that back. Now come the heavy lifting.
I got it. Got my little faithful little rags right here. We're gonna pull this off.
Boom.
How you like that?
That's beautiful. Oh, y'all should smell that. Look at that. Huh? Look at that. Come on, man.
Like grandma would be proud.
That's beautiful, man.
So, I mean, this would serve, what you think? 3 or 4 hungry men? Or
3 or 4. I'm thinking 7 to 10 hungry men, or 5 at least. I don't know, man. That's a lot.
And what you can do after, I mean, because the meat's gonna harden up and it's
right.
So we actually uncovered it while we were cooking, guys.
Just kind of moved it around.
Moved it around. Let all the love spread around. But I'm telling you, if you could
talk about a great cost-efficient dish, we have a pound of ground pork, a pound of ground beef.
How much you think we spent on groceries?
Well, I could tell you because I'm the one that went bar.
That's right.
This right here was less than $20.
20 bucks, and you're gonna have leftovers.
Oh well, yeah. Well,
Take
depending on
some
how
to
many
work.
people. But what a great camp dish.
Oh yeah.
What a great dish for guests. Like we said, there's going to be ball games and everything else coming up. You're going to have people over the house. What a great dish. We did it on the grill, and you should too, but you don't have to.
And you saw how fast. I mean, can you imagine sitting there just?
Oh, matter of fact, I'm tired of watching you chop. I'm going to just put some right here like this.
Yeah, put me some.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Don't be stingy.
Oh,
at
man,
that.
if y'all could just smell how good this.
I'm gonna put your potato.
That's right, do that.
Put your potato right there. I'm gonna put me a potato right there.
I'm going in.
Go in, get you some.
Yeah, wait. Lord,
Bon appetit.
I might have to
bro.
go run that outside.
Thank you, baby Jesus. Huh?
That's delicious.
Huh?
That's delicious. And you could taste everything. The tasso is in there. You could taste the ground meat. The rice is in there. It's nice and thick. It's little tomatoey. It's not, I mean, you could look at the color and tell that it's not going to be very tomatoey, you know? The
Oh, my.
potatoes. That's delicious.
Huh?
It's delicious. So, woo. So we hope you enjoyed this episode of Growing with the Guru. We certainly enjoyed bringing it to you.
Times two.
Making next meal your best meal.
Yes.
Give it a shot. It's super easy.
And try it on the grill. I know, guys, we cook on the grill. And you say, I ain't doing outside. The spring is sprung. It's here,
coming.
guys.
It's coming. Away
Your
we go.
patio, reclaim your patio, dust off the grill, cook for your
We
family.
want to thank Gilbert's Greatest Foods for providing us with these beautiful ingredients,
Spreading the love.
spreading the love, and you should too. Actually, local grocer. If it's not, if Louisiana Love isn't where you shop, then go get it.
Oh, yeah. They'll bring it. If you ask, they'll bring it.
Thank you so much for joining us. We will see you next time.
Thank you, Mr. Percy.